So welcome again, all my friends. It has been a pleasure to go through this journey with you all. I'm sure that you might have also enjoyed a bit all the cars that I owned, or some funny things, or some embarrassing things that happened to me. So I hope you're enjoying this journey. Just a few more cars to go, and then we'll reach the finale of this series. So I hope we are all together in this, and we go through the complete series together. So as I was telling you in the last video, we were with the Safari, and then came we had to go back to 2015 again for the I-10. Now we came to Hyderabad. You might have known the complete story. Me and my wife and kid, we came to Hyderabad. We settled here. So my wife was working in a government bank, and she wanted, she was finding it difficult to get a auto or a bus or something to go to office. So I requested her, you should learn driving, and I'm ready to help you, and everything. So we were all pumped up, and yes, okay, fine, let's do it, let's do it. So but when she sat the first day in the car, and she was like, no, I cannot drive this car, it's too big. So at that time we had the Safari in Hyderabad, and it was too big for her. So what we decided was, let's do one thing, let's go for a small car, and let her let get acclimatized to that, and maybe we'll, after 1 year, we can possibly sell it. And once she's completely used to it, then we can try with the big car, once she knows the how to drive, and how to assess the situation, how to take the car from traffic, and all those things. Okay, fine. So we bought the next car that we bought was a used Tata Nano. So I know you might be feeling, yeah, Nano Lily, but anyone, any one of you who has actually driven a Nano, or actually has owned a Nano, you guys would know the benefits, and the ease and the fun to drive a Nano. It is awesome. If you have not driven a Nano, please do it. I mean, if there's a friend who has a Nano, go to that friend, ask him or her कि यार मेरे को चलाने दे गाड़ी थोड़ा सा, बहुत मज़ा आता है. It's if you have done a Nano, if you have driven a Nano or a go-kart, so there are not many differences. It is fun. It is just like you are driving a go-kart car in the city, in the traffic. So I think you should go for it. If we got it from OLX, we went to it was a Maruti True Value. I don't know if you have heard. True Value is the department of Maruti which sales or sells, or buys used cars. So I think what happened was, this Nano was sold to them by some new customer who came and bought a new Maruti, and they gave away or exchanged their old car. So Nano was pretty much in a good condition. It was also 2009, if you remember. Our I-10 was also 2009. So we went ahead. I went there, and I just tried to bargain, because obviously they wanted to sell it for 75,000, and or 2009 model. It was 2017, and I 2000, around 17ish. So at that time, I was saying that इतना पुराना कार है, तो 2009 तो 1 लाख में आती है. So they kept on saying, no sir, ये इसका top model है, ये around 2 lakhs की आती थी, ये वो फलाना शाना. मैंने okay, fine. Anyway, when I saw the car was needing some help. It needed some service. It was not. It was a little shabby, and interior सब गंदे थे. So anyway, I'll post the pics if you find it. So we negotiated, and we came till 60,000, and I was like, 60,000 में ले लें क्या? फिर अगेन आई वाज लाइक, नहीं, थोड़ा और देखते हैं, OLX में देखते हैं, और कोई अच्छी गाड़ी मिल जाएगी. सो आई वाज आल्सो इफ़ी अबाउट नैनो दैट टाइम. आई डोंट नो पुरानी नैनो कैसे चलेगी, उसका छोटा सा इंजन था, अब क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आ गई उसमें पता नहीं. एनीवे, सो आई स्टार्टेड मूविंग. आई सेड ओके, मैं जा रहा हूँ, मुझे और नेगोशिएट नहीं करना. आप तो बोले, नहीं सर, बैठो बैठो बैठो, आपको हमारी बड़े सर हैं, उनसे आप बात करते हो. ठीक है, बड़े सर से बात किया. मैंने बोला कि सर देखो, मुझे इफ़ यू फर्दर रिड्यूस द प्राइस, आई विल बाई टुडे. I'll buy today. I'll just swipe the credit card and buy today. So 60,000 was the price that they were quoting. The last case, so इससे नीचे नहीं हो सकता. Then after some more talks that I'm leaving for the day, I said 57 is my last price. अब आप देख लो. Okay. So 57 with the card swipe motivation, or I try to seduce them with the, यार ये कार्ड स्वाइप होके मैं ठीक कर दूंगा, आज ही ले लूँगा, तो वो इंसेंटिवाइज हो गया, एंड दे वर फाइन. ओके, ले जाओ गाड़ी. सो 57,000 फॉर अ नैनो. आई थिंक इट वाज अ स्टील, a bargain of the century. even if today you go and buy a nano, it should be more than 60 to 70,000 minimum. मतलब कोई से कम नहीं है. In OLX you'll find it is sold for around 1 lakh or something, and maybe you can negotiate up to 70,000 or 80,000. But at that time we negotiated to 57,000, and it was a bargain of the century. So coming to the car was in bad shape. So as soon as I got the car, I gave it for service to Tata. And of course थोड़ा उसमें प्रॉब्लम्स है तो कुछ 5,000 खर्च हो गया, बट ठीक है. आई मीन स्टिल इट वॉज वर्थ द वैल्यू. एंड गेस वॉट, माई वाइफ इज़ नॉट ड्राइविंग दैट. सो आई आस्क्ड माई वाइफ कि तुम्हारे लिए गाड़ी ले लिया है, तुम्हारे नाम पे गाड़ी ले ली, तुम्हारी कार है ये, आप इसको चलाओ, इसको प्रैक्टिस करो. नहीं, बहुत ट्रैफिक है यहाँ, ये है वो है. गाड़ी वाइफ के लिए लिया और उसको मैं चला रहा फिर से. So anyway, so coming to issues, I think there was a problem in Nano as far as I remember. कि whenever you are going, whenever you are climbing any flyover, तो वो even though it has not reached the maximum RPM, the engine, वो around 2,000 3,000 RPM में ही वो it used to like जटर जैसे टॉप पूरा. whenever suppose आप अपने कार को रेव कर रहे हो, तो पूरा आप लेके जाओगे 6,000 7,000 RPM में जाके, आप इवन इफ यू स्टिल कीप रेविंग इट विल गो लाइक दैट. सो जो नैनो थी वो 3,000 RPM में आके वो इट वाज लाइक गोइंग दैट. तो वेन एवर यू आर क्लाइंबिंग दी फ्लाईओवर, वो गाड़ी चलती नहीं थी. वो इट वॉज लाइक 30-40 की स्पीड में वो चढ़ती नहीं थी, वो कर देती. सो आई थॉट कि आई डोंट नो क्या प्रॉब्लम है. आई टुक इट टू टाटा एंड they said that इसका कुछ वायरिंग का इशू है, क्या है. Anyway, they kept the car for 2 days and then they fixed it. But of course it was again an expensive fix. So around, I think for Nano it was expensive. So I think 3-4,000 उसमें और लग गए. But उसके बाद the car was perfect. So I'll post some pics. इसमें बड़े I installed some very nice blue lights or some small touches. Seat cover डाल दिया और उसका व्हील कवर्स डाल दिए. सो इट स्टार्टेड लुकिंग वेरी नाइस. और नैनो में ना लेफ्ट साइड में यू डोंट गेट अ रियर व्यू मिरर. सो लेफ्ट साइड में रियर व्यू मिरर आई हैड टू गेट इट इंस्टॉल. उसके लिए बहुत मेहनत लगी. आई डोंट नो वेयर ऑल आई सर्च फॉर दैट, बिकॉज उस टाइम पे आता नहीं था. सो द न्यू मॉडल्स दैट केम इन नैनो, आई थिंक 2013-14 onwards, they were getting the left side mirror. So two sides mirrors होते हैं, right side left side. Left side आता ही नहीं था 2009 में. सिर्फ right, even top model में तो left side वाला. Then I've heard stories, like I have had friends who have owned a Nano. So they one of the friends used Matisse का left side का mirror. So मतलब इतना बुरा हाल था, उसका मिलता ही नहीं था spare part. So anyway, so hats off to Ratan Tata sir. So he was he was the main brains behind it. He wanted someone to build a car which should actually help all the families who are traveling in bikes, and 4-5 लोग overload करके जाते हैं एक family, but they don't have an option. If they only have a bike, क्या करेंगे वो. तो this is a perfect upgrade for someone who has a family of 4 or 5 and they only have a bike. I mean, I would recommend any day go for this car. Even if you buy second hand, maintenance is cheap. You don't have you don't have much issues with the car. There are issues, but थोड़ा कोई देख के मैकेनिक देख के अगर आप यूज़ कर लोगे तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. If you get an automatic, that is a steal. And if someone has an automatic Nano, don't sell it. It's the best car that you will get. And अभी if you see the automatic prices also, they have gone way high. So now in this time you cannot buy a Nano automatic, I think less than around 180 or 190 lakh, 1.9 lakhs, which is like commendable. Car is out of sale and still there is so much demand for it. So if someone needs a car which is a second car, and you only need for city, for short distances, maximum 10-15 kilometers, Nano is the best buy for second car. The primary car you need for highway के लिए safe नहीं है गाड़ी, but for city there is so much space. I mean, I remember Nano में the front seat, left passenger seat में Safari से ज़्यादा space है. You could आप अपना पैर पूरा फैला सकते हो ऐसे, इतना space था उसमें. How they did it nobody knows. I mean, of course engine पीछे था. It was a rear wheel drive. It was the engine was at the rear, and this was our second rear wheel drive car. Guess the first one. Yes, is the Safari. And this was our second Tata. And this was the only drawback from what I would say is owning a Nano is I think the face value. I mean, people judge you that you are driving such a small car, and I mean that is the only thing that. But I don't care about those things. So what people think of कौन सी car चला रहे हो, that I don't care. I just drive it for the pleasure of driving the car. So if you don't have such feelings, or if you don't feel bad about what other people will think, Nano is the best city car ever. Even if I get a chance today, I will surely buy it, provided I get a good economical budget car. But so few good things that the Nano had. First is space. Second is it had a powerful AC. The AC of a Nano was even more powerful than the Safari. So I think Safari was much bigger inside. The cabin room was much bigger. Maybe that's why it took long to cool. Of course, it has a rear AC as well. But इसका तो एक AC में ही इतना chill कर देता है. We used to keep it only in one. And the other thing is the ease of, like, आप जहाँ से जिस लेन से आप ऑटो निकल रहा है, आप उस लेन से आप जा सकते हो फटाक सिंह से. So for example, my wife's office was around 10 kilometers from my house. So if I took a Safari, if I dropped her in Safari, it would take me around 30 to 35 minutes because of the traffic. Peak time है तो उसमें 35 minutes 40 minutes लगता था for 10 kilometers. But if I go in Nano, it will easily cut 10 minutes or maybe more, 10 to 15 minutes उससे काट देगा. So just imagine every day saving 10 minutes जाने में, 10 minutes आने में, every day आपके 20 मिनट बच रहे हैं सिटी में. We of course sold it around 1.5 year में उसको बेच दिया. But it was one of the best cars. I still would love to own a Nano if possible. And I think it is, if it comes in electric, फिर तो there is no substitute for a city car. So the best thing ever that it has happened to a city, the Nano. So I think that's about it. We sold it around 2018 or something, and we bought it for 57,000 and we sold it for around 62-ish thousand. So this time we didn't sell it to Cars 24 or OLX Autos or anything. We had we had posted in OLX, and one of the guys came to our house for inquiring about it, and he was so happy with the car. He उसी time उसने खरीद लिया. And I think he has still not changed the name of the ownership. So again, we have had a lot of bad experiences selling the car and buying the car. So I will share it in all one video where you have to take the precautions while you sell a car, when you buy a car. So I think that would help you a lot. Let me just complete this series of all the cars that we own, then I will surely create one for you. So if you have been watching, please do subscribe and like and share and comment, and let me know your feedback. I would love to hear your feedback. If there is anything else I can do, anything I can fix if you don't like, so let me know and I will do it for you. So that's it for the current car. The next car would be also for my wife, so which she doesn't drive again. So let's see which the next car is, and catch you in the next video. Thank you and stay blessed.